Hello, everyone. Alex Carmela here, video marketing strategist. And in today's live video, I'm going to be sharing with you all why you need to be ditching your video scripts and what to do instead in order to really powerfully connect and transform your audience. So if you're tuning in live with me, I'm going live in the Video Marketing Hangout Facebook group and also live on my YouTube channel. If you're live, drop me a hashtag live, or if you're watching the replay, drop me a hashtag replay. And before I jump into all this amazing content today, I just want all of you to know this video today is part one of a 4-part series I'm doing. This 4-part series is all about how the 4 shifts needed to create really transformational video content. And these 4 shifts are really going to help you start to learn how to build an audience who raves about your work through video and connect with that audience on a much deeper level. So I hope you're as excited as I am for this series, and it's sort of inspired because I am right now on a road trip. I'm moving from Boston, Massachusetts to Austin, Texas. I had some extra time, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this series in my free time while I am here. So I hope all of you enjoy it, and I hope you'll tune in for the following 3 videos that I'm going to be doing in this series as well. All right, so let's get to today's topic. So again, I'm talking all about why you should ditch the video script and what you should actually be doing instead to more powerfully connect with your audience. And let me know, for those of you who are watching, you can just give me a yes or a no in the chat. Are you someone who really likes scripts, or are you someone who finds them sort of confining and awkward and unauthentic? I know for myself, like, it used to take me so long to go live or to create a video because I would either like record a video and I would get off script and screw up and mess up and I would have to start over again, or something else would happen with, feeling confined and feeling like I would get thrown off or off track with some of these scripts. So it's something I really didn't love, and I was always told to write them, but I started to figure out there were better ways to go about it. So let me know what your preference is if you're someone who is writing scripts. I'm curious to hear a little bit more about what all of you are currently doing. But here's what I tend to see with a lot of my students. And at this point now, I've been in the video marketing game for the last 2 years. I've taught thousands of students the art of live and pre-recorded video, and a lot of students really do find scripts confining. And one of the biggest pitfalls they fall into is what I like to call the news anchor approach. And so that's basically when they kind of get on live or they pre-record a video and they show up like a news anchor, where they're like reading off a teleprompter. It sounds very like monotone and scripted and inauthentic. And the thing is, like, right now online, there's so much noise and competition. Like, our audience needs us to show up as a genuine and authentic human being, not like a news anchor robot type, right? So that's super, super important to be able to connect with your audience in that way. Yeah. And so we want to make sure we're avoiding that pitfall. So let me go into now the number one thing I like to do instead of writing a script. So the number one thing that I like to do is make sure that I am not going unprepared. Instead, I'm going in with what I like to call a flow for my video, meaning by the end of my live or my pre-recorded video, whatever it is I'm creating with my video, I want to be very clear about what it is that I want my audience to take away by the end of the video. What is it that I want my audience to learn by the end of the video? And then I create my flow with a few categories, right? And I've got this process down to a science. It has to be really formulaic, really scientific, so that every time I go live or record a video, I'm not recreating the wheel. I'm sort of plugging and playing. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share an example of exactly how I like to do this. So I am going to, all right, pop this on the screen. So I teach this template, this flow. I use the word script, but again, it's really more of a flow that I use. And this is what I teach in the Video Skills lab, my membership. I teach it in my live video challenge. I teach it with my accelerator students. And it's such a powerful way to make sure that you're staying on task, but you're not falling into that news anchor pitfall. So as you can see on here, this is basically the flow of every live or pre-recorded video, where I've got the introduction, welcome, we're welcoming in the audience. I've got a crazy not to stay promise, where we're sharing exactly what they get if they stick around until the end of the video. We engage with our viewers and we ask them a question. We get them participating. We ask them to comment, #live or replay. And then from here, we actually do the teaching. The anchors are like the teaching, the content, giving away the valuable, good stuff, right? And so the trap that I tend to see with my students is they will literally fill in and write paragraphs, these huge, long, dense paragraphs. And then when they go live, they look at these paragraphs and are super overwhelmed. And if they miss a sentence or a word, or they phrase something slightly differently, it throws off the entire rhythm. Versus if you have a structure, right? Overall, your lives, you got to hit the intro, you got to hit the crazy not to stay promise, you got to engage, you got to have 3 big bold points that you share throughout, the big 3 learnings or takeaways, right? And then you just put 1 or 2 bullet points in there. You don't write long sentences. You have 1 or 2 bullet points, and you make those the focus and the center of what you do. It's going to be much, much easier, because when you are not super worried about saying things exactly as written, more of your amazing personality is going to be able to come out. And I can't tell you how many times I've put together scripts or put together content, even like the flow, and there's things that will come out naturally and organically that I didn't even plan on sharing that end up being really powerful. But if I confine myself through by this script and don't allow myself that space to move around and the freedom to kind of speak about other things as they come up as well, right, I'm doing myself and my audience a bit of a disservice. And I know that might sound scary for those of you who are intimidated by the video process, but eventually you'll appreciate having that freedom of being able to stay on track with your flow, but also go off and share in a more authentic type of way. All right, so if you're here, I see we have some people here watching live. So if you're here watching live, let me know you're here and watching. Let me know what your takeaways so far as you are watching this video as well. And we're gonna keep moving. So the biggest things that I hope that you're getting from this video today is that you don't need to script every single word. Instead, you can have a flow where you just have a few bullet points that keep you on track, right? And then also allow you to kind of improv and bring in some authenticity as well. And we want to make sure, this is very, very important. We want to make sure, even though you're just bullet pointing, there's a very specific flow and process that you're following every single time. So I'll share one more time where it's easy to get this flow out when you know exactly which points you should be hitting, right? So you know exactly in the intro what you need to be sharing, the crazy not to stay promise, what to share, the engaging question, all your anchors, and it just gets down to a science. And in fact, next month, in my Video Skills Lab membership, I've got a link to it in the description of this video. It's $9 a month in this video, where I give you live coaching, mentorship, and a library of trainings on how to build your profitable video marketing strategy tailored to your business for literally, like I said, $9 a month. And next month, I am doing a special training for my Video Skills Lab members on how to write this powerful video flow or script in 15 minutes or less. But because I have this flow now, for me, my lives are literally down to a science where, even if I don't prepare that much, right, it's just plug and play. And so next month in the Video Skills Lab, I'm going to be going much deeper into actually how to do this and how to start writing these scripts or flows in 15 minutes or less. So if you want to join in May for those trainings, and if you just want help with your video marketing strategy, you can go ahead and join the Video Skills Lab. It's $9 a month. It's been an absolutely amazing time. Like I said, we have live Zoom coaching calls, live streams answering questions. We have an amazing community, this on-demand library of trainings, and I do hope you join us, because next month we've got some amazing bonus trainings happening as well. Hey Jade, good to see you. Awesome. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed part 1 of this really this amazing 4-part series, 4 shifts to creating more powerful and transformational videos for your audience. I'm keeping these videos super short. Each day it's going to be 10, maybe at most 15 minutes a day. Quick little value bombs for all of you. If you watched today, day number 1, part 1 of this series, comment done. Let me know you've watched. Let me know what your biggest learning was. And I will see you all tomorrow for part number 2.